And we say good morning to you. Welcome aboard. We are live at Food City Elizabethton on this Food City Friday, kicking off a beautiful weekend here in East Tennessee. And man, what a way to get it started. My man's in the house. The store manager here at Food City Elizabethton, great friend, does a fabulous job, runs a great store. And this is our buddy Les Music you see on screen. And we say good morning to him in just a second. Let me tell you who's lined up for today. We are loaded for bear. This is show number 531. They said it wouldn't last, but it is. It's going great guns. We've got Susan Taylor's going to join us in a few minutes. She's going to check in with us from Bristol. Big event tomorrow. If you have a dog, you want to be part of this in Bristol. It's called Wolf, not Woodstock, but Wolf Stock. And we'll talk to her about that coming up. Ken Stoltzfus from Doe River Gorge is supposed to stop by and talk to us about his big golf tournament coming up. Pat Patterson joins us from Dover, Delaware, with the Performance Racing Network at the bottom of the hour. Kayla Carter with Carter County Tourism is going to join us, talking about what's going on here in Carter County, including the big event right around the corner, which is Cover Bridge Days. Dave Martin joins us from WOW in Cincinnati, talking about what happened last night to the Cavaliers. They took a buck whooping. Woo! Golden State all over them like white on rice. 113-91 last night. Blowout win. The Warriors, I don't know if the Cavaliers got anything for them or not. It was a smackdown, but if you watch the game any and all, they had defense like it was like Saturday morning basketball. There was no defense at all. Cavaliers, I mean, Durant's going down making these monster slams. Well, the guy had no defense. Nobody was on him at all. So talk about that with Dave in Cincinnati a little bit later on the show. You'll join us live from Cincinnati. We are joined right now by my man Les Music, as we said. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Good.
Welcome.
Yeah, I love coming to Elizabethton. One of my favorite stops is Betsytown because they do you right over here. Good folks. And, of course, we just got done doing Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball here on Facebook, and they got a great run, got down to the state quarterfinals or the sub-state against Pigeon Forge for the loss. So love coming to Elizabethton. Great folks over here, and Les has a great staff of all of his associates. And, man, we got some great deals this weekend heading into this big weekend. So what's going on special-wise?
Yeah, we've got a lot going on. I tell you, our customer from West North, they're in here hard and early today.
Yes.
Very busy.
Yes.
We've got plenty of product, I think. But one of the big things we got going, we got a $5 Friday day. Got some fabulous items on it. We got 24-pack Pepsis, $5 a cube. Limit 2. We've got K's ice cream, the 5-quart pack container, $5. We've got the Orida 5-pound French fries, $5. We've got some Stouffer's lasagna, and we've also got several other items on our $5 Friday sale. Really too many to mention, but I want to throw in here, we've got our rotisserie chickens on sale for $3.99. Great deal there, fabulous. $3.99 rotisserie chicken. You know, I normally feed 4 or 5 people off of one of those. We've been having kind of appetite. But we've got our ground round, $3.99 a pound. New York strip, $6.99. USDA select. Got top round roast, $3.99 a pound. We've also got a 50-cent sale going, something new. We in our week ad. Number of items, Lux Pinto beans, Food Club vegetables, number of items there. 50-cent sale, something we haven't had in a while.
50-cent sale. How about that? Of course, again, Food Club vegetables, Lux Pinto beans, Jiffy corn muffin mix, Food Club mac and cheese, Food Club pork and beans, Food Club tuna. Going to be picnicking. Need pork and beans or mac and cheese or vegetables. 50 cents a can. Can't beat that. Then the $5 sale right here. In fact, a seedless or seeded, if you want to spit seeds or don't want to spit the seeds, whole watermelons. Got one of those last week at Food City. You talking about it's almost a religious experience, man. It was so sweet and so juicy. You got them for $5, limit 2, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Also, you've got the Swaggerty sausage patties. Talking about K's Classic Ice Cream. Tell me about that, would you please?
We have our K's Classic Ice Cream in the 5-quart container, $5. Super deal there.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite ice cream?
I'm basic man, chocolate.
There you go. Give me some taters. He's a chocolate man. I love it. Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, known as the Cube, $5, limit 2. That's Dew, Diet Dew, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. What am I leaving out? I'm leaving out somebody.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper. So $5 for a 24-pack of 12-ounce cans. You can't beat that. And that's just today, right?
Today only on the $5 sale.
$5 Fridays again at Food City. 24-pack, 12-ounce cans of Pepsi products for $5. Watermelons, seeded or seedless, $5 each, limit 2 on those. Also, Ore-Ida French fries, he said, a 5-pound bag for $5. That'll feed a lot of folks, or a bunch of people, rather. Stouffer's lasagna. How about that? Frozen, that is a deal. Frozen Stouffer's lasagna, a 57-ounce package, $5 limit too. I like me some Stouffer's lasagna. That's good stuff. And also, you've got Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans for $5, we said, here at your local Food City. And let's see what's got out of the produce department. It is the season. Got you some berries. Check it out right there. That's a great deal. Tell me about this raspberries and blackberries and strawberries.
Yeah, we have our raspberry, blackberry, blueberries, and strawberries. Buy one, get one. Super deal there, too.
Oh, that is a great deal. So, I don't cook, but if I made you a cobbler, first off, you don't want me to make you a cobbler. But if I was going to make a cobbler, would you want a raspberry or would you like to have a blackberry cobbler?
I'd have to go with the blackberry.
There you go. I'm all about that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and preface that you don't want me to cook, but if I did, yeah, blackberry cobbler, buy one, get one free. That's again this week here. It's called Berry Patch Mania at your local Food City. And then getting ready to grill out, I got some great meat deals. Tell me about those, would you please?
Well, we've got the USDA Select New York Strip for $6.99 a pound. And we've got our ground round for $3.99 a pound. Of course, we've got our top round roast for those still like to have a roast, $3.99 a pound. Certified Angus beef, New York Strip, $8.99 a pound. And we have our Holly Farms boneless chicken breast family pack, $1.99 a pound. Super deal there.
Les is a big fan of the Virginia Tech Hokies. I know Coach Fuente just got a contract extension earlier in the offseason, so making a little bit more money up in Blacksburg. And so what's your prognosis of the Hokie football team this year? What do you think?
Well, I think, they've got a great future. They made a great selection in their coach pick. I think I can see them maybe getting by and not losing over a couple games, 2 or 3 games this year.
One of the sports stories we got later on in the show, Frank Beamer is put up for the first time, nominated for the College Football Hall of Fame. He's in his first year of eligibility. Man, it's a shoe-in. This guy's in for the College Football Hall of Fame. He just got nominated. They're going to announce the winners in January. But what a class guy, class gentleman. I had a chance to interview him many times, and of course a great football coach. But I would think that's a no-brainer putting Frank Beamer in the College Football Hall of Fame.
He's a legend with me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Class act. So is Coach Fuente. Different kind of guy. Seems to be a little bit more quiet, more man of few words, Coach Fuente, but obviously got the job done. And so they had a great recruiting year. So the Hokies look to have a great start to 2017. I believe they play the old Mountaineers back on the schedule this year.
They do. I was happy to see that. We had to talk about that.
Yeah, they play the Hillbillies. Is that in Blacksburg or Morgantown?
I don't remember. I think it's in Morgantown, but I'm not for sure.
It won't matter, will it? Wherever they play.
No, it's that was a great rivalry years ago, and to bring it back, I think it's something both schools needed.
Absolutely, because it's one of those backyard rivalries. And of course, West Virginia's in the Big 12. They play Oklahoma and Texas, and all these teams are way far away. So to have a backyard rivalry again, to bring them back in there, like West Virginia's great. So good stuff. Have you passed out checks yet for school bucks, or too early?
No, it's we passed them out a few months back.
Yeah, passed them out. Where are some of the schools that got? What kind of monies did you pass out?
Well, we had a good year. I don't remember the total, but I mean it was a pretty good year for most local schools.
Some of the checks you passed out. I mean, last week over there at Derek's place, he said, I was passing out $1,500 checks, $1,000 checks. So those are the same kind of checks you passed out over there.
Yeah, ours normally they ran on the bottom 200 and 300 up to 15.
It's unbelievable because all that money goes into the schools, and schools use it as they want. We're down right now. We pick back up with the brand new school bucks in the fall when school starts. But again, when Les shows up at these schools, it's like Santa Claus, right? Because
right, they're very appreciative.
It's like, here comes Mr. Music, and he's got a check. So it's good stuff. School bucks, and of course, before I let you go, look right down here on the bottom of the sheet, talking about value points again. For every dollar you spend, you get value points at your local Food City, including the Food City Pharmacy. Tell me about that.
Well, for each dollar purchase you have, you get a point, and at 150 points you get a value visit, which is good at our gas station, or if you get 2 value visits, you can use them here inside the store to redeem against your purchase price of your groceries.
There you go.
Use it for a reduction.
Also, she's coming in a little while. Was it Betty's coming from the Florida department?
Betty, yeah, Betty.
There's a manager special. I got to check it out. She's got some stuff marked down out there on the front porch, and I thought, I saw the big pink poster when I walked in. I thought, I'll have to circle that and see what's going on out there because she's marked some things down to move them out. But you got some good-looking plants out there, Renata.
Yeah, we sure do, and it's getting down to where we want to find them a home. So we made a little price adjustment and got some good deals there too.
A little tweak. We're going to tweak it to move them. There you go. So they're looking for homes, and so we can do that again here at Food City in Elizabethton. Going to come back here in a little while?
Yeah, sure will. Look forward to it.
Oh, I love having this guy on. He is country as cornbread. I love it. Good stuff. And that's a good thing. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to be joined, let's see, who's coming up next? We're going to be joined by Susan Taylor in Bristol. She'll join us by phone about wolf stock. Big dog event coming up tomorrow, canine event. Again, at Sugar Hollow Park in Bristol. She joins us coming up next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 531, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink. We're live at Food City in Elizabethton.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
The deals are heating up for Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Over 300 new Chevys to choose from, all with incredible savings. $11,000 off MSRP on 16 Silverado All-Star Crew Cabs. Check out the savings online at championjc.com. 16 Silverado Crew Cab, $33,685. 16 Track, $17,460. 16 Equinox, $21,615. 16 Traverse, $27,365. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game. Birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live at Food City in Elizabeth. Again, it's $5 Friday at all Food Cities. Man, oh man, the Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans for $5 today only at all Food Cities. Whole watermelons, seed or seedless, $5 each, limit 2. Stouffer's lasagna, a 57-ounce package for only $5, limit 2. That's all day today at all Food Cities. Of course, we're in Elizabethton, but that's good at all Food Cities, we said. And also another $5 special, Kay's Classic Ice Cream, a 5-quart tub, limit 2, for $5. So that's some of the specials going on in all Food Cities today. $5 Fridays at Food City. Tomorrow, big event in Bristol. She's on the phone with us. You can see on the screen our buddy Susan Taylor with Wolfstock. Good morning, young lady. Tell me about Wolfstock happening tomorrow in Bristol.
Good morning, my friend Tom. Yes, we are so excited. This is our 9th year, and we're going to have a beautiful day tomorrow. It may be a little warm, but that's okay. We've got a creek that runs through Sugar Hollow that your dogs can cool off on, and we'll have a sprinkler out, so if you adults want to also. We have all kinds of things planned for you. It starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I have a 4K 4 paws that you can run or walk with your dog, or you can do it without your dog, whichever one you want to do. That starts at 9. You can register starting about 8:15 tomorrow morning to do that. We have all kinds of vendors tomorrow. We have homemade treats, and we also have people vendors, lots of pretty jewelry. We'll have a photo booth there with that you can have your picture made with your dog. And then the Fido Festival starts at 10 o'clock, and I have 8 contests there. One of them is the Temptation Tower, the Spoon of Peanut Butter, the musical hoops, and you do that with your dog, and those are fun times. And we have great prize bags that we put together for everybody. And then I have a police dog demonstration and a sheep herding demonstration. That is just, if you've never seen a Border Collie round up sheep, you really need to come to Sugar Hollow tomorrow and see that. That's awesome. Steve McCall does that for us every year, and he's wonderful.
Talking to Susan Taylor again, live with us again with Wolfstock tomorrow in Bristol at Sugar Hollow Park. How many years have we been doing this?
This is my 9th year, Tom. I can't believe it. I don't feel 9 years older, but I believe it is.
Our 9th year. Now,
and you know what? I've got a $5 special too. You get in Wolfstock. If you're 16 years and older, it's only $5 to get in. 16 and under, and all dogs are free tomorrow.
How many? Yeah, all dogs are free. I love it. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, how many? For folks that have no clue what we're talking about and say, well, there's like 15 or 20 dogs show up. I don't know. Tell them how many on the average show up for this event.
Last year, I had about 1,200 people and 800 dogs through the day from 9 to 2.
That's awesome.
And they don't bark because they're all so excited to see each other. They do a lot of smelling, and they do a lot of swimming in the creek, but they don't bark. And that the first year we did it, I thought, oh, this is going to be like a bark fest. But I think they're around all of their peers, all these dogs, and you've got big dogs and small dogs and medium-sized dogs and every kind of walk of life. I've got dogs in strollers, and I've got the big Great Danes and the big Pyrenees that show up. So it's an awesome day, and it's a day you can do it with your four-legged friend, and there's so very few things that you can do with your four-legged friend.
We're talking to Susan Taylor. So again, this is for a great cause. This is with the Margaret Mitchell facility. Tell me all about that, would you please?
Yes. We are a nonprofit organization with the Margaret Mitchell Spay Neuter Clinic. We're located in Bristol, Virginia, and we do low-cost spay and neutering. We do about anywhere from 50 to 75 surgeries a day. And last year in June, we hit a milestone. We did over 100,000 surgeries since we've been open since January of 2005. So anyway, it's an unbelievable place. You can call us. We work by appointment only. To spay or neuter a dog, no matter what size, it's $60. I mean, that's it. We have some funding that's available, especially after we have Wolfstock, that if you can't afford the $60, we help you out. We give you some assistance with that, and we try to help everybody out. Our mission is to control the over-pet population, and we're doing it one dog and one cat at a time.
We're talking to Susan Taylor again with Wolfstock. Again, tomorrow it's going to be at Bristol Sugar Hollow Park. $5 for adults. Dogs get in free. 9 to 2. Weather's going to be perfect, and so this brings a lot of awareness to the facility. And, of course, a lot of folks geographically, Susan, here in closing, they come from all over the place, don't they, to bring their dogs?
They do. I get them as far as from Grundy, from Big Stone Gap. They come from Chilhowie. I've had a lot of people come from Kingsport and Elizabethton. So it's just a great day to be with your dog. It's a great day to be with your dog.
And it's all tomorrow from 9 to 2. Again, Sugar Hollow Park. Again, in closing, tell folks it's right off Interstate 81 in Bristol. Tell us how to get there.
You'll take exit 7 after Interstate 81, and you'll go to the right, and Sugar Hollow will be less than a half a mile there on your left. In the entrance, you'll come right into the entrance, and you'll see us. We'll have a fly guy out there, and I have also signs that show you where to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Great
Free
effort.
parking.
Free parking as well. She puts a lot of work into this, and the proof's in the pudding. So, hey, great report. Good luck tomorrow. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Thank you so much, Tom. Appreciate it. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Yep. Great job again. Susan Taylor with us again. She was live, as we said, in Bristol. Wolfstock coming up tomorrow, 9 to 2. Dogs get in free. Adults only $5. 800 dogs in one area. Now, that's a big area, too, not just a little. I mean, it's a sprawling park, to say the least. It's laid out, marked out, so the different events they can go be a part of with you and your dog. So, again, $5 for adults, and dogs get in free. 9 to 2 tomorrow, all kinds of activities. You heard her say it's called Wolfstock. And, again, it'll be coming up tomorrow at Sugar Hollow Park in Bristol. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Coming up, we're going to be hearing from Pat Patterson at the bottom of the hour from Dover, Delaware. Getting ready to go racing a triple header of sorts. Tonight, the Camping World Truck Series. Matt Crafton defending his crown from a year ago in that particular race. Tomorrow will be the Xfinity Series race, the One Main Financial ride with Eric Jones back to defend his crown in that race tomorrow. And then on Sunday, the Cup fellas and Danica get after it with Matt Kenseth defending his crown on the track that is quite frankly owned by Jimmy Johnson. It's his track, and this guy is the dominant force of the Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware, so you have to look at him as an odds-on favorite to win again. But Matt Kenseth won it last spring, and he'll defend his crown, as we said, coming up Sunday from Dover, Delaware. We'll talk to Pat Patterson live from Dover coming up here in just a few minutes. We're live here again. We are on the road at Food City in Elizabethton on a Food City Friday. Let's take a look at the NBA in a highlight-filled game. The Warriors broke away from the Cavaliers in the third quarter and finished them off with a 22-point blowout, 113-91 in Oakland last night, going to 13-0 in the playoffs for this year. Golden State outplayed the Cavaliers in the first half and only led by 8 going into the third quarter. That's when Steph Curry took over. Caught fire as the Warriors scored the first 13 points of the second half to blow things open. Cavaliers struggled to keep pace offensively, failed to launch any serious comeback attempt for the rest of the night. Kevin Durant, unstoppable. First finals game, 38 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and a bunch of nasty dunks. Now, the dunks, a little misleading. Durant's okay. He's a pretty good player, obviously, superstar in his own right. But if you watch the game, the defense was god-awful for the Cavaliers. It was pitiful. One play was basic basketball. And so I don't think they play a lot of basic basketball in the NBA. That's just my opinion. Fundamentals sometimes goes out the window. Durant's out over in the right baseline corner, fakes left like he's going to go outside, and goes right on the dribble drive on the baseline. Since day one, since I've been playing basketball, coaches will tell you to go down there and put your, in this case, your left foot on the baseline and block the baseline. Don't let the guy go by. Not a stitch of defense. Guy goes in for a hammer, monstrous dunk, everybody goes nuts. I'm thinking no defense. Fast breaks, go back and watch the highlight package. Fast breaks up and down the floor. Durant taking off, going three-quarter court. Nobody picks him up. He goes in for an uncontested dunk. Okay, highlight film maybe, but, give me Michael Jordan or somebody going in and, slamming over 3 or 4 people. Going in for a wide-open, uncontested dunk. Where is the defense of the Cavaliers? They've got to tighten it up. Anyway, Durant, 38 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Curry, 28 points on a 6-11 three-pointers to go along with a game-high 10 assists, so a double-double. Did the Warriors earn the win? Absolutely. I'm not making excuses for the Cavaliers because I'm a Spurs guy and quite frankly don't care either way. But if I'm going to sit and watch it, and I did, some of it, you got to play defense. Cavaliers led by LeBron with 28 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, also 8 turnovers. Kyrie Irving, 24 points for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love finished with 15 points and 21 rebounds for the Cavaliers. Game 2, Sunday night in Oakland. The Cavaliers have some serious adjustments to make if they want to make the series competitive, and so I would agree with that wholeheartedly. 22-point blowout, 113-91. Warriors get them. And again, not making excuses at all for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But, like one play I saw LeBron, penetrate, get down to the paint, get double teamed, so he threw it back out and threw it to a Warrior. I mean, that's like stuff you do in elementary league or, I don't know, bitty basketball, but anyway, wasn't too impressed with the Cavaliers. They got to be better than what they showed last night. They got blown out by 22. We'll see. Again, game 2 coming up Sunday night in Oakland. Also, we have coming up tomorrow night, we go on the ice. That will be happening tomorrow night in Nashville. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Predators back home against the Pittsburgh Penguins. They'll skate tomorrow night and Monday at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. 8 o'clock, they'll drop the puck both times tomorrow night and on Monday night. So that's what's going on there in the National Hockey League. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We will take a break, come right back. We'll jump in, and we'll be joined by Pat Patterson. He's due to join us live from Dover, Delaware, the Performance Racing Network. He'll do that right after you hear this. We are live on the road. Again, we is in Elizabethton, Tennessee on a Food City Friday. $5 Friday at all Food Cities. How about it? The Pepsi products. Limit 2, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans for $5 today and today only at all Food Cities, Food City Friday. And I'm watching. There's a Mountain Dew going out of that register. There's a Dr. Pepper going out of that register. Here's 2 Diet Pepsis going out of this register. Kay's Classic Ice Cream, 5 quarts for $5. Swaggerty Sausage Patties, 32 a box, $5 today, limit 2. Seeded or seedless watermelon, $5 each, limit 2. Stouffer's Lasagna, 57-ounce package, $5, limit 2. All this going on again today at Food City, at all Food Cities. We're at Food City again in Elizabethton. We'll go to Dover, Delaware, talk to Pat Patterson next. Get you ready for a triple-hitter weekend of NASCAR action with the trucks tonight. Xfinity tomorrow, and the Cup drivers will be on the track on Sunday from Dover, Delaware, the Monster Mile. Pat Patterson joins us next. We're live at Food City in Elizabethton, show number 531 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, brought to you by the great folks, as you see on the screen, with Grip Energy Drink.
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We're live at Food City in Elizabeth. And let's go to Dover, Delaware. He's there to talk NASCAR. Our dear friend Pat Patterson from the Performance Racing Network. And good morning, sir. How are you? How's everything in Dover?
Hey, Tom. Happy Friday to everybody. And greetings from the Monster Mile. Yeah, ready for triple header starting today here at Dover. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series tonight. Tomorrow, the Xfinity Series. And then Monster Energy Cup Cars attack Miles the Monster on Sunday.
Yeah, let's start with the truck series tonight. It's going to be the Bar Harbor 200 coming up at 5:30 this afternoon. Matt Crafton, the defending champ of the race, and what's going on with the Camping World Truck Series this week at Dover?
Well, first of all, it's great to see them racing again. You know, we had the race 2 weeks ago at Charlotte, and fully expect to see a great race here tonight. Weather's perfect. Should be a hot, slick racetrack for tonight. And you know, I think that you know, as far as trucks go, we're waiting for some guys to kind of come back to the top. And you mentioned Matt Crafton. He certainly is one of those. Johnny Sauter, I expect to run really well here tonight. You know, I think it's your usual cast of characters when it comes to the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, minus, of course, Red Horse Racing, which folded its doors in and doesn't have any trucks up here competing, which leaves Timothy Peters in a weird situation. So, you know, we're just excited about seeing those trucks on track tonight. Justin Haley is somebody I kind of got my eye on tonight. Run well here. I talked to Joe Nemechek yesterday, and John Hunter Nemechek has just had bad luck this year, but is very good at this racetrack. And I certainly wouldn't be surprised to see him finally shake off the bad luck and maybe get a win tonight.
We're talking to Pat Patterson live at Dover, Delaware, racing this weekend. So if you're Timothy Peters, this guy's a pretty good driver. Does somebody pick him up, and what do you do? Because all of a sudden they just shut the team down. What's Timothy Peters do going forward?
Don't know yet. I'm waiting to see something confirmed about it. I can't believe that somebody won't find a place for him because of just how good he is. But, you know, it's money's still a big deal here when it comes to sponsorship for these trucks, and everybody who's riding is either bringing money or has got a team owner that's got some deep pockets. So I think Timothy's kind of in a bad spot because he doesn't, at least to the best of my knowledge, you know, carry a big wallet or a big relationship with any sponsors at this point. But that's not to say that he won't put something together.
We're talking to Pat Patterson. Of course, on Saturday will be the One Main Financial 200, the Xfinity Series at Dover, the Monster Mile where Pat's at. And, you know, the Dash for Cash, we had it here at Bristol 2 months ago. The final Dash for Cash going on this weekend in Dover. So a little added incentive for the Xfinity drivers to bring home some extra cash come tomorrow afternoon. Tell me about it.
Yeah, there's no question about that. And all of those guys that are in the hunt for that, you know, would love to be able to bring to themselves and to their teams some money. You know, Justin Allgaier immediately comes to mind. Big win out in Phoenix earlier this year. I know that he would really love to capture a victory this weekend and nail down some more cash for himself and for his team. You know, I expect the junior motorsports cars to kind of pick up the pace a little bit this week. They were off, no doubt, in Charlotte last Saturday. And I fully expect to see them really pick things up this weekend and kind of get back to running up front. They're great as far as points go right now, but they need to get the performance level up this weekend after the Gibbs car certainly looked really good last Saturday at Charlotte. And, of course, Penske, with Ryan Blaney doing double duty again this weekend, he'll be a threat to win in the 22.
We're talking again to Pat Patterson live from Dover. So Allgaier wins it in Phoenix and wins it in Richmond. In between those, Daniel Hemrick won it for his Richard Childress Racing team here at Bristol. So Allgaier's the guy, I guess, can bring home the big check, and he's got to do it tomorrow in Dover. So we'll see how the Dash for Cash goes. The points race in the Xfinity Series tightening up. You got Elliott Sadler with only a 6-point lead over Allgaier. So then you got William Byron and Daniel Hemrick and Bubba Wallace and Ryan Reed. So things are tightening up in the Xfinity Series, which is what you want. That's good for everybody when the Xfinity Series racing is tight, is it not?
Yep. Yeah, it is, and this is a great racetrack for Elliott Sadler. He has run very well for years here at Dover. I fully expect to see the one car very fast this weekend. Also, as I mentioned earlier, I think that, the Penske cars are quick. I think that it'll surprise me if Allgaier wins here, but it won't surprise me how well he's run here in the past. So, I don't have necessarily a favorite. I keep waiting, Tom, for William Byron to have a breakout weekend, and this is probably a good place for him in the 9 car. So I give him a lot of opportunity this weekend. I think he'll run well. And don't forget, again, going back to last week at Charlotte, just how well Bubba Wallace ran. And of course, bad luck there at the end of the race. But it's time for him to close the deal. Ryan Reed, awfully aggressive last weekend. He, too, I think, will be a factor this weekend.
Talking to Pat Patterson live in Dover. He joins us every week. Of course, next week they go to Pocono, and we'll just keep on keeping on every week till he gets back into Bristol, which is inside of 80 days. Back in here, we get a chance to have him up close and in person, so looking forward to that. Let's go to the Cup Series before we let you go, and, we know what happened last weekend. Austin Dillon put that black number 3 in victory lane. Huge win for Richard Childress Racing, so, Dillon's there, and now he's into the hunt. Of course, the track belongs to Jimmy Johnson. This guy's dominated the Monster Mile. So, 10 wins, 15 top 5s, 21 top 10s. It's Jimmy Johnson's track. Is this guy the odds-on favorite to win this weekend up there?
Well, obviously you put him right there at the top, but it's way past time for Dale Jr. to put something together. Mm-hmm. He needs all the karma he can get. He needs to turn things around on his end. Right now, things are just not good, period, when it comes to the 88 car. The 5 car also just needs something good to happen. Casey Kane needs to post a win. He needs to get back into victory lane and get relevant again. Kozlowski and Logano are good here, and then, of course, all of those Joe Gibbs cars. Dover is a place that I think is kind of like Bristol to a certain degree, in that I think the racetrack takes a lot of advantages away from the high-dollar team and puts your average, or what I call B-car teams, into play. So guys like A.J. Allmendinger, guys like Ricky Stenhouse, just go down the list of those cars that are normally from the points, about 12th on back to like 22nd or 23rd. Those guys, I believe, have a much better chance at performing well here and maybe finding that magic strategy that puts them into victory lane. Congratulations to Austin Dillon. Same thing there for Dillon, for Paul Menard, for Ryan Newman. This is a great racetrack because it takes some of the money out of the game.
Let's go back to Jimmy Johnson real quick before I let you go. If he wins this weekend, he will join NASCAR Hall of Famers Richard Petty and Darrell Waltrip as the only 3 drivers to win at least 11 races at a single track. Petty's done it 4 times: Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, Richmond, and Rockingham. Of course, Waltrip's done it here at Bristol and Martinsville. So if JJ wins, he stamps his name again in yet another record book, or another part of the record book for NASCAR. So, again, you're right. It can be anybody's track, anybody's race. Kyle Larson running strong right now. Kevin Harvick looking for a win, obviously. Thought this was interesting, too, Pat. You've got drivers have yet to win this year. Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, who won multiple races last season. And so these guys are looking for that first win. And if the season ended today, here's who's going to be in the playoffs. And this is all just chit-chat. But Truex, Kyle Larson, Keselowski, Harvick, Kyle Busch, Jamie McMurray, Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Stenhouse Jr., Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, and Austin Dillon. There's some notable names out there. So big race this weekend. I think we're starting to hit that stride in the season where you got to start picking up the pace and making some noise, do you not?
Well, you just got it. You got to be in that top 10 because you can't afford to walk away without points. And the bottom line is these stages pay a lot of points, and you can't stay relevant unless you're at least finishing stages in those top 10, and then of course getting a win. So right now it's a fight every stage to be in that top 10, and that right now is sitting around 12, 13 cars that are consistently there. So if you're not there, you're playing for second at this point of the season. That's for sure.
You got it. Hey, before I let you go, as always, I appreciate your time. You're very kind to be with us on the show. Tell us how we can find you throughout the week with our buddy Pat Patterson.
Well, start your race day tomorrow, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. The front stretch will be on. Follow us, on Twitter at Racing Guy, and certainly check us out on our Facebook page, Racing Guy Facebook page. Check it out as well. And as always, it's great to be with you. Greatest fans in the world live right over there in the Tri-Cities, and I know it'll be a good weekend for watching some NASCAR here as we get into the summer swing.
You got it. I'll see you and talk to you next week from Pocono. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you then, all right?
You bet. Bye-bye.
Yep, great job again. Pat Patterson joining us live from Dover, Delaware, the Monster Mile. Again, it doesn't get any better than that, folks. Right there on top of the action as we get ready to, again, get on track today with Xfinity Series practice, Cup practice, pole qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series Coors Light pole qualifying at 3:50 this afternoon. The Camping World Truck Series today at 5:30. Tomorrow, the One Main Financial 200 at 1 o'clock, the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And then on Sunday, the AAA 400 Drive for Autism. Fantastic organization doing great things. And so all that live from the Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware, thanks to our buddy Pat Patterson. We'll take a quick break, come right back. We're going to be joined by a young man. You see him on the camera. He's been patiently waiting his turn. Mr. Ken from Doe River Gorge. Fantastic place. Of course, and we didn't do it because we got started right out of the chute, but we always dedicate our show to the Lord Jesus. That's just the way it rolls. And so today's verse of the day is out of the book of Isaiah. It says, I am your salvation. Trust in me and do not be afraid. I am your strength and your song. If you look around, things aren't getting any easier. The book says it's not going to get any easier, so you better have your fingers in the belt loops of somebody. In this case, you can't get any better than the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So I am your salvation. Woo. Pretty strong right there, folks. Trust in me and do not be afraid. I am your strength and your song. That's the verse of the day again from the book of Isaiah, Isaiah 12:2. Quick break. We'll be right back. Before we go to the break, over 200 folks are in. You would want to qualify. You got 10 chances to win. We're going to give it away a week from Tuesday. We're giving away tickets to Thunder Valley Nationals. We've got grandstand passes and pit passes. All you've got to do is go to TomTaylorSports.com/contest. We've got 11 states worth of folks registered now. Nebraska, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, of course, Ohio, Georgia. I don't have the list here in front of me, but we have continued to put folks in the bucket. TomTaylorSports.com/contest. You have 10 chances to win. These are pairs of tickets worth $80. So Speedway, or in this case the Dragway, gave us $800 worth of tickets, and so we love giving them away. And all you got to do is go right there on the screen, TomTaylorSports.com/contest, and we'll find out if you win. One of 10 winners will announce a week from Tuesday. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk about Doe River Gorge, a cool place here in the mountains of East Tennessee, next on show number 531 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
The deals are heating up for Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Over 300 new Chevys to choose from, all with incredible savings. $11,000 off MSRP on 16 Silverado All-Star Crew Cabs. Check out the savings online at championjc.com. 16 Silverado Crew Cab, $33,685. 16 Track, $17,460. 16 Equinox, $21,615. 16 Traverse, $27,365. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Listen to you.
Did I get it right? Did I spell it right?
Yes.
Yes, we're live on the air. So we are here at Food City in Elizabethton, and Ken joins us, and he is the Chief Operations Officer for Doe River Gorge. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Again, reminding you one more time, it's $5 Friday at all Food Cities. Again, you can't go wrong with this now, I'm telling you. Seeded or seedless whole watermelon, $5 each. Today only, limit to at all Food Cities. Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, the cubes they call it. Limit to, and I've been watching the buggies leaving here. They've been selling a lot of Mountain Dew and Diet Dew, I can tell you that. $5 today only at all Food Cities. K's Classic Ice Cream, 5-quart tub, $5, limit to. Also Stouffer's Lasagna, 57-ounce package, limit to for $5. And there was another page he told me to look at. Les said, read off of this one too. Oh, here it is, thank you. Woo-hoo! A banana split cake. I'm going to get on that one for the weekend, right there. The big old glass of milk. It's a cold make your teeth hurt. Banana split cake, $5 each. And also bath tissue, paper towel, 6 to 12 rolls for $5. $5 Friday going on today at all Food Cities across the chain. Ken's with us again, the Chief Operations Officer for Doe River Gorge here in Northeast Tennessee. And it's a fabulous place, neat place, and so Christian-based organization, needless to say. So for folks out there who have no clue, tell us what Doe River Gorge is all about.
Wow, I don't know where to start, but let me tell you what's going on today.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Or what's coming up.
Yeah, awesome.
We are getting ready to start our summer camp program, which begins on Sunday. So Sunday is like our opening day for summer camp. We'll run 9 weeks of summer camp for kids ages 8 to 12, and then also for junior high and high school kids. And so today we're finishing our staff training. We have about 60 to 70 college students that are going to be spending the summer with us as our summer staff. So they've been going through about 15 days of intensive training to get prepared to do everything that's involved in running a summer camp. So that's what we do in the summer. We run summer camp programs throughout the rest of the year. We're a great retreat center, a place for youth groups, church groups, families to come, do their own retreats. We have awesome facilities located in Hampton, right behind Hampton High School in the historic Doe River Gorge.
What are some of the numbers? What kind? If you things go like you want this summer for campers, what kind of ballpark number of kids going to be there?
Well, usually the last couple summers we're going to have probably around the neighborhood of 1,200 to 1,300 kids that will attend either a 1 week, 2, 3, or 4 week program. We have leadership programs that are multi-week for high school students that stay 2, 3, and 4 weeks. But we'll have about 1,200 kids that will come through our camp this summer and spend at least a week with us. And so this is going to be our 23rd year running summer camp here in East Tennessee, and so it's just a blessing. You know, the Doe River Gorge property is people around here know it as a very historic and scenic place. The East Tennessee Western North Carolina Railroad was put through through the Doe River Gorge in the late 1800s, early 1900s. A lot of people remember riding the rails, or their parents riding the rails, even to work at North American Rayon in Bimberg up until 1950, and then the railroad closed, and the property was just under private ownership until the 70s when the amusement park came in, and a lot of people remember going to the amusement park called Hillbilly World, and we were able to buy the property in 1987, formed Doe River Gorge Christian Camp and Conference Center. Today is Doe River Gorge Ministries. And I've been able to use it to reach kids with the gospel since that time.
Preach it. I love it. So I'm all about promoting the Lord, because without Him I'm nothing. And so you get a chance to put the gospel in kids' hands. It's an awesome facility. If you like water, check this out. This is off this brochure. They have a triple, and we'll let him talk about some of these, the triple water landing zip line.
Yes.
The blob, you get catapulted with the blob, test your balance on the rolling log, knee-deep water volleyball, lake inflatables, and water basketball. So the lake's kind of the central point of the camp, and the kids love the water activities.
Kids love the water. And main activities we do at summer camp, they have a high adventure activity period. They'll do rock climbing or rappelling, or they'll do the ropes course. Then the afternoon is always lake time, where we do all the things you just described. And then the evening is when we have our praise and worship time, our big top time is what we call it, where we have speakers and music, and but all of our camps are themed around getting to know God, being accepted for who you are, and then understand that God accepts you and God loves you, and the salvation that He gives through Christ.
Hit the bell. Can't get any better than that, folks. That's the name of the game. He accepts you right where you are, for who you are and what you are, and you go from there.
So we have 4 key words at Doe River Gorge. Fun.
Yep.
Which you can see, we have some of the most fun things to do that you just described in the lake, and other things as well. Adventure, we are geared towards giving kids a high adventure time, something that they can't do on their own, something that's a safe thrill, our zip lines and our ropes courses. But that's all geared to what I said, acceptance. So fun, adventure, acceptance. We want every kid to come to Doe River Gorge and know that, hey, we accept you for who you are, how God made you, and we promote that among all the kids. And then ultimately love. We want them to understand that God loves them. We love them. God loves them enough to die for them. And so fun, adventure, acceptance, and love. And all the fun and adventure activities facilitate the acceptance and love. But that's the main thing at camp. And that's what we tell our counselors. You know, the main job that our counselors have in the summer is to point these kids to God and to help them develop their relationship with Jesus.
And the Lord personifies love.
Yes.
Because He went up on the cross, as it says in John 3:16, willingly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the last thing, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. It gets to me every time, I'm telling you. The Easter story is pertinent every single day for all of us.
Absolutely.
It's called the blood. All right, so Day Quest. Now, if you are not in the camp, but if you want to come on a Saturday as a family, it's called Day Quest. Let's put that up there.
Yes.
I would be a terrible weatherman, but there's Day Quest Saturdays of fun and adventure.
Point to that.
Yeah. Pointing to South Dakota, should be pointing to Florida. But anyway, Day Quest. Tell me about this. These are Saturdays of fun and adventure at Doe River Gorge.
Yeah, and you can see that by the brochure, the Day Quest. All this information you can find online at DoeRiverGorge.com. But on Saturdays, not every Saturday, because our staff does need a break sometimes, but basically 2 out of 3 Saturdays in the summer, starting on June 17th, we will be open on Saturdays just for the day, for your family, your youth group, just to come and enjoy the lake, the waterfront activities. You can go horseback riding. You can do skeet shooting. You can ride our four-wheel drive truck called the Unimog that goes up in the mountains and through the river with 16 people on it.
That's cool.
You can do all of that in a day. You can ride the train. We have the train running. We have a diesel engine that pulls 2 cars back through the Doe River Gorge. Beautiful scenic ride, and that's what a lot of people don't know is that actually we operate the only operating railroad in Carter County. There still is a train running on the old Tweetsie Railroad in Carter County, and it's at Doe River Gorge. So a lot of people don't get an opportunity to ride the train very often because it is, we use it for our own programming. But on Saturday is a great opportunity to come and ride the train, enjoy the lake. It's kind of like going to a water park for the day, only better, only more beautiful. You can ride the zip lines, you can do the blob. We also have a new water obstacle course that we're putting in. There's several different obstacles that you can go through on top of the water. It's pretty cool, new inflatables and new activities that we're doing. But that's all involved in DayQuest. So you can go online and look up DayQuest on our website. But those dates actually continue through August and September. So we still continue DayQuest on Saturdays through the second weekend in September. So that gives families and groups a great opportunity to come and just experience what the fun of Doe River Gorge is for the day.
And all this is on the website.
It is.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of information that's on the website. So.
Absolutely.
Yep, we're talking again to our buddy Ken Stoltzfus, again the Chief Operations Officer of Doe River Gorge. You also have, and we're going to be there as a matter of fact, on June the 19th at Blackthorn Club of the Ridges in cahoots with Stephen Gaggett, FCA. He's a piece of work. But we've got the Doe River Gorge Golf Challenge on June the 19th coming up. Also, Tim's going to be there, one of our sponsors, the Englewood Lawn and Landscape.
Yes.
So this is a chance to play a really cool golf course here in East Tennessee. And so tell us about the event coming up on June 19th.
Yeah, this is going to be the 21st annual Doe River Gorge Golf Challenge. And we started this tournament to raise money for Doe River Gorge. We are a nonprofit organization. We earn money from the programs and services that we provide, but we also are a ministry, and we have to raise money from generous individuals and corporations and businesses in order to conduct our ministry. And so this is one of the main fundraising events that we do. We teamed up with the Ridges 21 years ago, Blackthorn Club now, and we've always had our tournament there. They've been great to us and hosted our tournament every year, and got a great group of sponsors that helps us every year. But the main focus of this tournament is to raise scholarship money. We have a lot of requests for kids that want to come to camp and can't afford to do so. We never want to turn away kids because of financial reasons, and so this tournament not only goes for to help support the ongoing ministry and programs at Doe River Gorge, but specifically to help kids attend camp that could not afford to do that. And so this money that's raised on June 19th will go to that purpose.
And so if a kid misses the camp, then the kid misses a chance to be presented the gospel.
Absolutely.
So we got to get the money so these kids can get to the camp, to be presented the gospel, and make a decision for eternity, because you can look around, this thing's winding down. I don't care what anybody says. Of course, it says, every day the sun comes up, it's a day closer. So it is winding down, and so we got to get it out there to everybody we can. So this in Paramount, we get a good crowd here for this. The River Gorge Golf Challenge on June 19th. The game you love with an internal impact. I love it. Tell me, how do we get signed up? What's the particulars on the tournament?
Well, again, you can go to the website, and there's a section on DoeRiverGorge.com that talks about the golf tournament. We do have team spots still available. We have space for probably another 4 or 5 teams, and the more people that we get into this tournament, the better for the scholarship money. And so there's opportunity to sign up as a team, and there's still sponsorship opportunities. Whole sponsorships available, and team sponsorships available as well. It's a great tournament. We have great food. The food's going to be awesome this year. Great prizes, and we got some great hole-in-one prizes. There'll be a $10,000 cash prize for a hole-in-one. We've never given one of those away in all the years of doing this tournament. We'd love to give away a hole-in-one prize. You could have a Lexus lease for a year. You could also have a boat club membership for a year. So there's great hole-in-one prizes that are just fun to shoot for. And so we encourage everybody who loves to play golf, put a team together. Got go to the website and click on the Dover Gorge Golf Challenge and contact me.
Well, I hope we are going. We've confirmed that I'm going to be there, right? June 19th.
If the invitation's out there.
Maybe
so.
I'm there. Hit it. And this one here, we're going to be over there on a Saturday too. Bring them over there and let them play and
absolutely
and, have a big time. So
absolutely,
it's all good. Go to DoveRiverGorge.com, and again, as you heard him say, presenting the gospel, putting it in front of kids, having fun, doing adventures. But at the end of the day, they get presented what needs to be presented to them. That's the gospel, and they're doing a fabulous job. Again, it's Dover River Gorge website, DoverRiverGorge.com. You can check it out. And what do you want to leave us with today, big guy?
Well, just that. It's really important. We get focused on everyday life and things that are going on. We don't realize that there's a lot of hurting people around us. And I just talked to a young man this morning, a guy that owns a business, and he's got a really great teenage boy that works for him. And he said, "Hey, how could I get this kid to camp this summer?" I said, "Well, we just need to sign him up, and we'll apply for scholarship." And maybe you can kick in some money as well. But you never know. My point with all that is there's kids around you that are hurting, and that a week at Dover Gorge or some time at Dover Gorge could be the opportunity that the Holy Spirit just moves in their lives and could change the trajectory of their life. And so never underestimate the power of an experience, a week-long experience away from the pressures of life. And so just be in tune with those kids around you. You may think, well, I don't have any kids or I don't have any grandkids. Well, there's plenty of opportunities to participate in things at Dover Gorge and help support the Dover Gorge ministry through the Golf Challenge, through Day Quest, through retreats or coming for the weekend, through youth group activities, and even through bringing your business. We do corporate outings all the time where teams want to get away from the office and do team building, do some fun things, and grow closer as a group. And so there's great opportunities. But don't underestimate the need that's around you. If you see teenagers or see kids, think about camp. It's a great opportunity to just introduce them to the love of Christ.
Yep. It may flip that switch because you never know. You get them out there and Matthew 25:40 says, as you've done in the least of these, my brethren, you've done unto me. So when you help these kids, as if you're helping the Lord himself, and there you go. Dover River Gorge, DoverRiverGorge.com. We'll be there on the 19th coming up. It'll be 2 weeks from Monday. We'll be at the Ridges, and we'll have our show there. This coming Monday, we're going to be at Milligan College basketball camp. Coach Robinson, we're going to do our show from there. And then, of course, our regular run next week. Champion Chevrolet on Thursday, Chick-fil-A on Wednesday, and next Friday we'll be at Food City in Colonial Heights on the Food City Friday next week. So, Ken, great job, my friend. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me on.
Sir. Oh, yeah. We talk about the gospel. I'm all about it. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to go from Doe River to the Covered Bridge and all kinds of good things in Carter County. Also, later on, we're going to be joined by our buddy Dave Martin with WLW Radio in Cincinnati. Every Saturday night, we're on there as their quote-unquote NASCAR guy, giving them an update on the WLW in Cincinnati. It covers 38 states on the big one, AM 700. Well, Dave calls me on Fridays, and we're going to talk about what went wrong with the Cavaliers. They got it handed to them last night. 113-91. They got blown out.
It's over.
It is over. I mean, those guys.
It's over.
Yeah. It's Ken said, just give them the trophy. It's over. By the way, we got the baseball update as well. Daniel Norris from Johnson City pitches tomorrow night. He'll be on the mound against the White Sox. I'm sorry, take that back. He'll be on the mound Sunday afternoon against the White Sox in Detroit. And so Daniel Norris from Johnson City on the mound for the Tigers on Sunday. 1:10 first pitch against the Chicago White Sox is his next pitching assignment. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live at Food City. We are here on show number 531 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. There she is on the screen. So we go from the beast to the beauty. There we go. How's that? Is that a good segue? From the beast to the beauty. Kayla Carter's with us, Carter County Tourism. Thanks to Alicia Phelps for setting this up. And we'll talk about your boyfriend here in a minute. Your boyfriend, we got to get him. I had him set up, and I think I got the wrong phone number or something went wrong.
Oh, we'll fix that.
Yeah, he's bike riding. We'll talk about that in a moment. But you're here to talk about Covered Bridge Days.
That's right.
And everything going on here. It's a busy spring. We're not into summer yet till the 21st, but busy spring, summer in Elizabethton, Carter County. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, man. Well, other than Covered Bridge, this weekend we've got the Roan Grown coming up. It's a big bike race going up to Roan Mountain. Mm-hmm. We've got the Native American Festival over at Sycamore Shoals. I mean, it's that time of year. As soon as May's over with, everything just
kicks in.
Yeah, that's right. So, after this weekend, of course, people can look forward to coming over to the Covered Bridge celebration. We've got 3 days of festivities, the 8th through the 10th.
Now, for folks who don't know about the Roan Grown and have not been to Carter County and know what we're talking about, when we say grown, it is a grown because the road from here to the top of Roan Mountain, I wouldn't say it's straight up. It's pretty steep, and these guys are riding, and ladies are riding, 18-speed bicycles up the grade to the top of Roan Mountain, correct?
That's right.
So, and they're doing it for points, and they ride here down on the flat, but ultimately they take off and go up the mountainside, right?
Right, and it's in conjunction with, the Omnium, so, it's the whole weekend. They have the chance to go over to do something else with the Blue Plums. So,
yeah. So, and it's almost like NASCAR in a roundabout way, whereby they go to different places throughout the year and race for points. And so this weekend stop is here, and it's the Roan Grown going up to the top of Roan Mountain. So
yeah, we're pretty proud of that. We're sponsoring it again, so it's the Carter County Roan Grown.
Yeah.
So, yep.
And so you're talking about you got to be in shape and be tough to do that. That's an understatement. So that's one thing. There's an auto show coming up in the Autorama in downtown Elizabethton too. That's going on, the car show.
Yeah, that goes on every Saturday.
Yeah.
And they'll do a day-long event in July, I believe.
And then at Sycamore Shows is the Native American Festival this weekend, which draws them from all over the country. So
that's right.
The weather's going to be perfect for all these events. Of course, she's here to talk about Covered Bridge Days, which is coming up mid-June. So take off and run with it. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, man, we've got 3 days of music, the live entertainment. We've got a great lineup. We've got Fiddle and Carson Peters for the Thursday night, which tourism sponsors that night. Dr. Enough sponsors Friday night, which is Blue Highway. And we've got WXBQ for Saturday, and our headliner is Susie Bogus. So,
Susie Bogus is
that's
coming?
right. That's right.
Wait a minute, the Susie Bogus?
The Susie Bogus.
Lots of #1 hits. So
yeah, we're super excited to have her out. We also have lots of activities going on all 3 days. We have the ice cream social, always on the Thursday. And of course, we have the arts and crafts vendors. And I was just told before I came here that we have the most new arts and crafts vendors that we've ever had. And we've got them lined up, as far as we can go. We had to put some folks on waiting lists this year, so we're super excited. Lots of folks who do a lot of personalization, so you can come out and have something made.
Personalized.
That's right.
Dr. Kayla Carter waving the camera, wave at us. There you go. From Carter County Tourism, and we certainly appreciate her being here and talking about it. So, by the way, I don't want to skip over the fact that Carson Peters, young man who's 12, maybe 13 years old now, he's been on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Yep.
The guy's been all over the country, but this guy can flat saw a fiddle. Little feller, got his own band called Iron Mountain. They're going to be in concert on Thursday night, Music in the Park.
That's right.
So, tell me more. Let me get out of the way and let you keep going. What else?
Okay. Well, one of the other new things that's going on is the Carter County Drug Prevention organized a free kids area. There's still going to be the paid area for the kids where you pay to be on the bouncy houses and such, but the Drug Prevention actually made a free kids area, and there'll be a lot of activities there that they put a lot of energy into that, and I think that'll be a great benefit to the festival.
Sure,
yep.
Absolutely. And that's, again, a lot of folks working hard to add just another component to the festival. So the dates, by the way, are when?
June 8th through the 10th.
8th to the 10th, which is
Thursday, Friday, and
next
Saturday.
Weekend.
Yep. Not this coming, but the next.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I keep thinking June's way down the road, but June's here.
No, it's here.
205 days till Christmas. So if you care, most people are like, shut up, I don't want to hear that. So anyway, we're talking to Kayla Carter from Carter County Tourism. So, gosh.
Okay, so another thing I can mention is the Mr. and Mrs. Hillbilly contest. We're still open for applications on that, as well as the yard sale. So there's lots of different pieces that go into this. So we're glad to have all the support from the folks who help us organize all those pieces.
Yeah, for those out there going, what is Mr. and Miss Hillbilly? Tell us what that's about.
Well, folks can come out and dress up, have a little fun with their kids, and they can get on stage and tell us a little bit about what they like to do. And then there'll be some judges who, will crown a winner at the end.
Yep. And so the little people get a chance to do that. So you've got a 5K, 3K run walk on Saturday. You've got the arts and crafts vendors. All this is around the covered bridge here in Elizabethton, the historic covered bridge.
That's right.
Which you can walk through. You can't drive through it anymore, but you can walk through it, right?
That's right. You can walk or bike through there.
Yeah, walk or ride a bike through it. It used to be vehicles, but they've shut that down. But you can still walk and ride your bike through there, which is really neat.
Yeah, it's a huge tourism asset for our area, and it was actually voted by USA Today readers as the #1 covered bridge in the country. So
really,
we're really proud of that. Yep.
Well, give me some taters.
That's
I didn't know that. So USA Today voted this the #1 covered bridge in America.
That's right.
So how could someone out there watching and listening, how can they go online and see a picture of it? Is there a website where you can see a picture of the covered bridge?
Oh, yeah. You can go on the Tour Carter County website. You could just plug it into Google, and I'm sure the USA Today honor would pop up.
Yep. We're We're talking to Kayla Carter. Also, our friends here at Food City, where we are today, they are sponsoring on Thursday. Can't go wrong with this. The Ice Cream Social.
That's right.
Ooh, that's coming up on that Thursday night at Cover Bridge Park at 6 o'clock. And so lots going on. Music on that Saturday, that would be the 10th, would be the Watt Stand Studio, the Bullseye Band, North Fork with Daniel Grind, staff, of course, at 8 o'clock, the award-winning Susie Balgas, which is pretty cool to get her because she's got a lot of #1 hits, and she was, back in the day, she cranked out some pretty strong music. And so she's still out there on the road, obviously touring, so she's going to be here. On Friday night, how'd you guys get Blue Highway? That's the #1 bluegrass band in the country.
Well, you'll have to talk to Daniel Grindstaff about that. He's our sponsor for the whole thing with Farm Bureau, and he's put a lot of energy into this and making a lot of connections. So we're really glad he could help us with this.
I would think. So Thursday night, you got Carson Peters, guy who's been on national television. Friday night, you got Blue Highway, the #1 bluegrass band in the country. They win more awards than any other bluegrass band at the annual Bluegrass Award Ceremony in Louisville, Kentucky. Then you got Saturday night, you've got Susie Balgas, the Grammy Award-winning. So all these are free, too, right?
Everything, yeah. I mean, other than the, stuff you pay for with the vendors and stuff like that, I mean, everybody's welcome to come out. You don't have to pay to come enjoy the festival. And I also don't want to forget the fireworks is always a big, it's a really tremendous part of the festival. Right at the end, Snap-on Tools sponsors the fireworks display.
And then at the historic Bonnie K Theater, we've got Jack and the Beanstalk coming up one day. We've got Taekwondo for kids. We've got kids yoga. That's all going on at the historic Bonnie K Theater as well.
That's right. So we're partnering with that tourism asset too. They're doing a lot of good stuff over there, restoring the Bonnie K. So this is a way to highlight that asset.
So if you're not in Tennessee, shame on you because we do a lot of stuff here in Tennessee. At ElizabethtonChamber.com. They put this up here. See, I do a terrible job. Covered Bridge Celebration, again, June 8th to the 10th. Again, the website is ElizabethtonChamber.com. They're also on Facebook.com/Elizabethton Events. And, of course, Kayla does a wonderful job promoting this. And then here's the other brochure she brought. And this is Carter County, Tennessee. We're here in the mountains. And you got Roan Mountain State Park. Rhododendron Festival is coming up when?
It's the 17th through the 18th of June.
Father's Day weekend is the Rhododendron Festival. What is that now? For folks out there who have no clue, tell us what that's all about, because the mountainside is literally covered with thousands of rhododendrons, right?
That's right. The Rhododendron Garden's up on top of Carver's Gap. It's a big draw for folks, and the Citizens Club in Roan Mountain puts a lot of energy into that festival, organizing that, so folks can go to the arts and crafts vendors, in the state park, but then they can drive on up to the Rhododendron Gardens and walk through and see them all in bloom, and it's pretty spectacular to see all the color popping out up there.
If you had to guess, I don't even know the number, how many rhododendron plants are up there? Hundreds?
Yeah, probably more than that. I mean, they're all over.
As far as you can see.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's a whole hillside full of rhododendrons. That up on that higher elevation, they grow perfectly. They always come out full bloom about this time of year, of course, depending on how the weather's been. It looks like they're going to pop out just in time this year.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be in full bloom for the festival in a couple of weeks. So, I mean, it is a literal mountainside full of rhododendrons. Draws folks in from all over the country. And, of course, obviously, if you're a photographer, you're in paradise.
Eye candy, yeah.
Eye candy, yes. Floral eye candy.
It's like someone just took a paintbrush and just filled it in with pink. So
if you don't think there's a God and don't believe there's a God, all you have to do is come to the Rhododendron Festival and look at what he did up on the mountain here in the Carter County. It's unbelievable. Sycamore Shoals, we talked about that. That's something else here in Carter County. Also, Elizabethton Twins baseball. Another quality of life cranks up again a little bit later in the month. So the Watauga River, the Watauga Lake, Tweetsy Trail, the Watauga Dam. There's all kinds of cool things. The Elizabethton Walking Tour. All this is right here on the brochure. But again, you can go to the website, as she said, ElizabethtonChamber.com, and it's all there. So,
and also Tour Carter County.
Yeah, also Tour Carter County, which you see on the screen. It's Kayla Carter for Carter County Tourism. Now, before I let you go, I want to get you back in, too. I want to get you back on another show before
Cover
Bridge. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I want to get you back on. So let's talk about boyfriend. He is riding a bike. Give us the background, because I think it's really cool. I think it's my fault. I think I wrote the number down wrong, but Alicia gave me the number to get a hold of him when he was going to start his tour. he is literally biking from East Coast to West Coast. Tell me about it.
Well, he's doing it all just to raise awareness about a local mountain biking team that he would like to start for the region. I think it's a great outlet for kids to get out and get outdoors. So it's really just to create some hype. This big thing. He's going to go from coast to coast, riding his road bike across the country. He's made it to Damascus so far, so he's got quite a few miles under his belt. I'm super proud of him for doing that, and I think this will be a good opportunity for the youth in the region.
So he started where? Where did he start?
Started in Yorktown, Virginia. Very historic area, and we have a lot of Revolutionary War ties from our area to there. So I learned a lot visiting over there because I got to go with him for the first little part. So.
Yeah. So where's he at now? Damascus?
Yeah, he's made it to Damascus so far.
Up here, Damascus?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And so he's going to keep on going, and
yep.
So you get to see him when he's this close?
Yeah, he actually will be in town for a couple days, and he's going to get back out there. Yep.
So I need to get him back on the trail. I mean, I get him back on the show, or get him on the show.
Yeah.
And let him talk about it. Where will he be on Monday?
He's actually going to start back on Monday.
On Monday?
Yep,
okay.
Back in Damascus.
May have to try and get him. I'll be at Milligan College, the basketball camp broadcasting, so maybe you can help me facilitate that, make sure I get him on the show Monday.
Yeah, we'll get him over here for you.
Yeah, I mean, at least I'm on the phone, if nothing else, but that'd be really, really neat. So again, tell us one more time, after the Covered Bridge celebration, it just kind of keeps on going. What's next on the calendar after Covered Bridge?
Well, like you said, the Rhododendron Festival's coming up. Of course, if you want to go all the way into July, we've got Liberty over at Sycamore Shoals State Park the last 3 weekends in July. That's a really special event. It tells about our whole history here, which is, very unique to our area.
It is the official outdoor drama of the state of Tennessee.
That is right.
So right here in the backyard of Elizabethton, Carter County, lots going on around here. I'm telling you, it's an awesome, awesome place, and love coming on and promoting Carter County and Elizabethton. So
yeah, we'll keep people busy.
Oh, absolutely, and having fun. And a lot of the stuff you do is free. That's the best part.
Yep.
So ElizabethtonChamber.com, is that the best place to find out everything?
Yep.
Or what you say, Tour Carter?
Or tourcartercounty.com. Or you can call us over at the Chamber, 547-3850. We're happy to answer any questions.
All right, so let's see here. Make sure my pen works. All right, Tour CarterCounty.com.
That's right. We're working on revamping it, so hopefully we'll launch a new website soon.
Appreciate you coming by here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, this is great. Love promoting tourism, love promoting, there's a lot of sports involved in this as well. So
yeah, you highlight a lot of our tourism assets like Doe River, and so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go from Kayla here. We're going to go to WLW Radio in Cincinnati, talk to my buddy Dave Martin, so find out what happened to the Cavaliers last night. They got blown out by 22 by the Golden State Warriors. I don't know if they can fix that or not. I don't know if there's anything in the bucket that they can do to change, because Golden State, quite frankly, toyed with them. So we'll see. He joins us next. Thanks, Kayla. Good job. Give me some taters.
Thanks. Bye,
wave at him. There you go. Kayla Carter from Carter County Tourism. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here. With the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitat, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Woo, it's wide open today. We've had a lot of folks on, and we have been in Dover, Delaware with Performance Racing Network going racing in NASCAR. We've talked about the Covered Bridge Days here in Carter County. We've had a lot of good stuff going on. Now we're going to Cincinnati. You see on the screen, on the phone, riding away with Dave, my man from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm wonderful, Tommy, but actually I took a little road trip to hang out with a bunch of bikers this week, so I'm actually still up here in Sandusky, Ohio. Of course, that's right next to that big, huge lake. They call it a Great Lake, Lake Erie. But, yeah, I'm hanging out with a bunch of Cavs fans, but there's not too much to cheer about because I've seen the headlines already. Cavs fall, snowflakes rule. Well, that's one game, Tommy. You know what I mean? There's 7 games in a series, right?
Absolutely. But I got to tell you, the Cavaliers didn't look too good. I mean, their defense was atrocious. They're talking about how great Durant was. But Dave, they had no defense. This guy goes full court 3 or 4 times with a monster slam. Nobody picked him up. You got to play defense, and the Cavaliers did not do that last night.
Well, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, first of all, let me see if I'm correct or not, because I may be in an alternative world, with all the headlines you see around the news and them everybody whining about Trump. You can't score in basketball without the ball. Is that true, Tommy, or not?
That is true, yes.
So, yeah. So common sense would tell you if a big 6'9" snowflake's dribbling down the court, what the hell do you have to stop? Why do you run to the wings to guard potential shooters with the guy with the balls going full steam ahead right to the bucket? That so that's I don't know what the hell's going on with all that and stuff. Maybe they wanted to let Durant make some highlight reel shots or whatever the hell it was. But no, that's pathetic. And then you look on the other side of the equation. You got 2 or 3 of the thugs over there, Tomahawk and LeBron. You might as well have been playing 5 against 7 last night. I mean, that was right from the get-go. LeBron standing there looking, what the hell I got to do to draw a foul? They foul him on every time he's got the ball. If you watch the replays or you got it recorded, you can slow it down. They're holding his arms or clobbering his shoulder. They bang him a couple times with elbows upside the head. No, I mean, it's pathetic. But that's not excuses, and I'm not crying because nobody said it was going to be easy. I predicted it'd go at least 6 or 7 games. But I think the tone's been set. That, when they're playing out there in San Fran, because, all those snowflakes are out there with their crying towels and their puke yellow shirts on and stuff like that. I mean, the refs are going to be intimidated, no question about that, and that's what happened, I think, in Game 1. You want me to...
This is my friend Dave, who's an introvert. We got to get him out of his shell a little bit. He's a little backwards, but we're working on that, so all right, if you're the coach and the Cavalier coaching staff, in all seriousness, what do you got to do to come back out Sunday night and have a better performance? What do you got to do to turn this thing around?
Well, first of all, you got to tell that Trish Thompson or whoever they put in the center, you got to get back on D, position yourself at the free throw line. You stop the ball, plain and simple. That's her goal. And you got to have the guys, getting back. And, whoever's the lead guy getting back, you pick up the ball. I don't care if it's your man or it's not your man. You got to pick up the ball. You got to double team the ball, just like what and give Golden State credit. They came out there and they had 2 and 3 guys surrounding LeBron or double teaming the ball or whatever. That's what the Cavs got to do, the same exact tactics. It's like I told you before. You got to stop their 2 scorers. You got to stop Durant. You got to stop Curry. The other guys really don't matter diddly squat. If they score 10 points, 15 points, who cares? But you got to stop those 2 guys, and you got to double team the ball, stop the ball, and make them pass. And you can't let them run loose on transition. On the other side of the coin, I don't understand what the hell the Cavs' offense was. They go out there and set picks 30 or 40 feet from the bucket. Why in the hell do you need a pick out there? A pick is supposed to be something where you can free up the other man. Pick and roll like Malone and Stockton or Bird and Dennis Johnson. I could go on and on. So if you want to set a screen, you set it 20, 25 feet, maybe at the farthest or inside, so that you become an offensive viability option. So if the guy can't spring loose on the screen, you flip it on over to your guy that just set the pick, and usually he's wide open for a shot or swing the ball the other end of the court. And the Cavs didn't do that all night. I mean, you don't need to set picks 30, 40 feet away and throw perimeter passes. You're burning up the clock. Next thing you know, you're going to be double teaming pressured as the clock winds down. You take a lousy shot or you turn it over like what LeBron did. And, of course, he was frustrated. So, the Cavs are going to turn it around. It's one ball game. They saw what they're up against. They're going to be up against, 2 or 3 of the refs or whatever because they're intimidated and they won't call the fouls you have to call against those bunch of thugs out there. But hey, here's the good news. I was watching the game, Tommy, was about 500 to 700, however many people could pack into this place, Cav fans and bikers. And we didn't pay no attention because they had some crazy 80s band playing called Disco Inferno. And, man, that place was hot. It was jumping. The women were loose. The drinks were flowing. And the good time was had by all, I think, whatever I can remember of it.
We're talking to Dave Martin live on WLW Radio in Cincinnati. He's going to be there this weekend. And, of course, the other sports team we always check in with you are the Reds. And they're struggling, to say the least. Yeah. They got the Braves coming to town this weekend. The Braves and the Cardinals back-to-back. So the Reds are 24 and 28, 4 under. They're currently in 4th place in the division. So what's your take on the Cincinnati Reds right now, big guy?
Yeah, well, it went from bad to worse. So the Cavs at least got a fighting chance. I don't know, the Reds, if they don't start to get a little bit better starting pitching and stuff, you get tomahawked, I don't know, what was it, 17-2 or whatever. I mean, that's by Toronto, that's got one of the worst records in the baseball. I mean, yeah, that was pathetic. Like I told you, nowadays, I might as well just go in the gym 7 days a week and spend 3 days working on my arm and getting it back in shape because, I'm telling you what, at least I can throw the ball outside, inside, high, low, brush a guy back or whatever instead of just throwing lollipops up there. But anyhow, yeah, the Reds haven't looked too good here lately and stuff. But, we all know it's a long season and you're 4 games under 500. You can turn that around in one series and stuff. But they got to get the pitching to do it. And, their hitting is flaky. They score, a bunch of runs in a game that they've got won. Who cares? You got to have consistent hitting all the time. And that's for any team in the major leagues. You got to have guys, working the pitcher's count, maybe laying down a bunt once in a while, hit and run. And the Reds have gotten away from playing good fundamental baseball, so we'll just have to see if they can turn it around. The Indians, they got some good news because, I follow the Tribe too. And why not? They got a hell of a team. Kluber came back and beat the A's and struck out 10 guys, and he's Cleveland's ace, and he's been off a while, and they put a good spanking on the Snowflakes out there in Oakland, the Athletics, so that was good news. But, the good news with the Buckeyes, they're all down there and getting primed up. Urban Meyer's got the boys working out, and, hell, before you know it, the summer practices start up and stuff. I think college football, when they start playing, like July 4th or something, Tommy, or what is that?
It's about like that. They start practice pretty soon. They're all in summer workouts now, and there's really no downtime. It's almost a 12-month-a-year job now to be a college football player. But, yeah, they got a little bit of downtime, but most of them stay on campus anyway and work out and go through conditioning and weight training, so they don't really get a downtime. But it's not that far away. So speaking of that, it's not that far away from you being on the airwaves of the big one. Tell me what's going to be going on this weekend.
Yeah, well, that's right. I'll be doing. I don't have to do a show tonight, so I'll be on there doing a double header, 55 KRC, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I'll take a little hour break and regroup and get ready for the midnight ride, and that's America's Trucking Network. And I'm doing the Saturday night show, and looks like I've already got my schedule. Looks like I'll be doing pretty much all of June, with the exception of when Mr. Motorcoat does a trivia show on Friday night with a longtime weekend host. And then otherwise I do Friday, Saturday night, but I'm going to be filling in over the 4th of July week for the main host, Steve Summers. So all you truckers out there, we'll have a hell of a rocking time, because REO Speedwagon's going to be there in the Tri-States playing July 4th at a big wing ding. And I'll have a chance to meet the boys in person and line up some interviews and do some fun stuff, with summer swinging into gear. And, of course, the bikers, we've got big rides going on all over the Tri-State, actually all over the state. Ohio Bike Week's wrapping up this weekend. Grand Funk Railroad's here in Sandusky, and they're going to take the stage tonight. Now, I can't be there for that, but, because I'll be heading back on down to Cincinnati, but they're putting on a hell of a show. But, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to a real great summer season. Of course, we got all kinds of sports ahead. I've heard the boys talking about there's a itty-bitty race there in Detroit with the IndyCar guys and stuff. Penske's up there tooting the horn. I guess him and Chevy's a big sponsor on that. What's the latest news there in the NASCAR circuit, Tommy? Because I haven't been able to keep up with everything. You know how my schedule is.
That's a triple header again. The trucks tonight, tomorrow the Xfinity Series, and of course on Sunday will be the Cup drivers. They're all in Dover. Jimmy Johnson's dominated the track. He's got 10 wins and in his career, so he's the guy to beat. But you got Austin Dillon coming off that big win we talked about last week, and you've got Kyle Larson chomping at the bit, and Kyle Busch, and there's about 8 or 10 guys you can throw in the bag and shake them up. They should be odds-on favorites to win this weekend. But Austin Dillon proved you just never know. You get out there and race, and he outdueled Jimmy. You made a great point the other night when we talked that he outraced and really outcoached and outfoxed Jimmy Johnson with his gas mileage and how he handled the gas tank and won the race. So it's really, it's going to be a lot of fun. But I guess going in and answer your question, Jimmy Johnson's your odds-on favorite. He's won 10 times, and he's got 15 top 5. So Jimmy Johnson's the man. He loves Dover, and so he's the odds-on guy to beat this weekend.
Well, I'll tell you what's really heating up, and it's turned out to be a heck of an exciting NASCAR season, and a lot of good competitive racing and stuff. And so far it's been relatively safe, so we'll look forward to keeping track of that. Now, you're going to pay a visit then 10 o'clock on KRC and then 1 o'clock at WLW. And I'm getting some great feedback, man. The truckers absolutely, they love talking racing and trucking and cars and stuff like that. So I'll count on you for Saturday night for sure, and we'll talk whatever. Now, listen, we can shift gears a little bit, because I forgot to tell you, I was one of the head honchos over there at that big bikini contest yesterday at the poolside and stuff. And brother, I'm telling you right now I got a little video posted of all the activities, but you'll see a blonde bombshell in a pink bathing suit if you go watch my video on my Facebook, riding a wave with Dave. But I found out from her, and, she started kind of hitting around. I said, no, honey, I can't do it. But she's, I guess, some kind of well-known porn star or something like that. So it was hot and heavy. The bikers were all over the place, and we had all kinds of regular babes there, too. But I think they kind of threw a ringer in the mix. And she was a lot of fun, a hell of a nice-looking babe and good personality, and friendly as can be. It's amazing. And you thought a big screen star like that or something would be kind of shy and reserved, but hell no. So I got a lot of cool pictures. I'll have to send you a couple of them, because you're probably... And she's supposed to pay a visit riding away with Dave, WLW, like around the midnight hour Saturday night. Now, not in person. I'm not going to have her in the studio by any means or anything like that, but she's supposed to call in and say hi. And, of course, it's a whole different ballgame checking out a babe like that on the radio as opposed to in person. But, I'll help people with the details with my pictures and stuff, So
that means if I call tomorrow night and get a busy signal, that means I've got bumped for this lady, so I understand. So
don't worry about it. We got about 9 or 10 lines. You got the hotline number anyhow. I didn't give her that number, so anyhow. So I got some good interviews lined up for tomorrow night. I'll have a good time. WLW 700, that's a big one, and anybody can listen with iHeartRadio. So, I encourage anybody, if you're not doing anything, you're at home, sipping on a couple icy beverages, kicking back, and you want to have some fun, hang out with little old Dave and the truckers and bikers and good old boys and gals. And, like I say, summer's heating up all the way around, if you know what I mean.
You got it. Hey, great report, my friend. I'll talk to you again. I'll be with you tomorrow night, both stations, and looking forward to it.
Okay.
Stay out of trouble. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, all right?
I'll try. I'll see you, brother. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's a piece of work right there. So this is you never know what's going to be said. So I'm going to have to talk to him and say, you're going to have to tone it down just a smidgen there, cowboy. But he is he's a good guy, but he's a piece of work, I can tell you that. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball from yesterday and last night. First off, in the American League, riding away with Dave on 700 WLW in Cincinnati. Cleveland blanking Oakland 8-0. Colorado doubles up Seattle 6-3. Baltimore beat Boston 7-5. Yankees all over Toronto yesterday 12-2. And Minnesota, the Twins, defeat the Angels 4-2 in the American League. Scheduled tonight, Boston and Baltimore, everything under the lights. New York at Toronto. Chicago at Detroit. Houston will be in Texas to battle the Rangers. Cleveland and Kansas City. Oakland on the left coast hosting Washington. Minnesota against the LA Angels. And Tampa Bay will be in Seattle to take on the Seattle Mariners. In the National League from yesterday, Milwaukee beat the Mets 2-1. St. Louis over the Dodgers 2-0. That happened again in Major League Baseball from yesterday. Also, you have Colorado defeating Seattle 6-3. Arizona beat Miami 3-2. Now in the National League, your schedule for today, a day game, one-day game. St. Louis and the Cubbies cranking up, big showdown of the Central Division. Cardinals and Cubs from Wrigley at 2:20 this afternoon. Under the lights tonight, San Francisco and Philadelphia, Arizona and Miami. As we told you, Bronson Arroyo and the Reds will be in Cincinnati hosting the Atlanta Braves. Pittsburgh and New York. Milwaukee hosting the Dodgers. Washington interleague play at Oakland. And the Colorado Rockies in San Diego to battle the Padres again in the National League. So that's what's happening there. Also, it all gets started today as far as college baseball. We've got it all going on, the baseball regionals at all the different sites cranking up today. And so that's happening, and we'll tell you more about that. Of course, on Monday, we'll be live at Milligan College for those broadcasts on Monday. We'll find out who won over the weekend in college baseball. We'll get them settled in. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We've got kids coming our way. And you can see Les on the screen, our store manager. He joins us coming up next here, along with Miss Betty from the floral department, with some manager specials. We'll find out about that. We'll take a quick break and be right back. We're live at Food City. This place is hopping. It's $5 Friday, and they are flat selling the cubes of Pepsi. I've been watching them go out of here. There's another big tub of ice cream leaving for $5. This young lady's got her 2 watermelons for $5. She is taking advantage. Look at her grinning. She has got her some specials. Getting her watermelon for $5, ice cream for $5, and Pepsi cubes for $5. Les will tell us all about that. And Betty will be with us next year, right after this quick break on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certificate.
We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. There he is, back, ready to go. Our buddy, the store manager, Les Music, getting ready to wrap this thing up. Betty's going to be here in a few minutes as well, but I've been watching, Chief. They're taking advantage of the $5 sale. You are flat selling some Pepsi products, among other things. It's been a great sale so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has been. I tell you, the place got me in overdrive, and that's hard to do. Kept me hopping today.
But in fact, I've seen Les come by. He's like a blur. He's just going back and forth behind the camera because this place is almost like a Midnight Madness sale, or even almost like Black Friday and Thanksgiving. Really hopping. All the registers are open and going, and why would it not? Look at these great specials. Tell me some of them.
Oh, we do have. We've got the 100-ounce Simply Done laundry detergent, $5. We've got banana split cake, $5 each. We got a really good deal. We've been running on our hot bar. We've got a $5 hot bar meal that includes a drink. Something a lot of people have been trying out when they're in here. You get in here and you like something to eat, go buy our hot bar. It's a great deal for $5. We've got what else? We've got, of course, the $5 cubes you've been talking about. They've been flying off the shelf. We've got those all day today. We've got plenty of those. Kay's ice cream, 5-quart container, $5. Swaggity sausage, 30 count, $5. Super deal there. Of course, you mentioned earlier, we've got our seedless watermelon, $5 each. We got the Ornata French fries, $5, the 5-pound bag, and also the Stouffer's 57-ounce lasagna, $5.
So the Pepsi products are Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Diet Dew, Dr. Pepper, Diet Pepper. Is that right? I get them all?
I think so.
Yeah. 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, $5. Now, obviously you've seen the weather forecast this weekend's going to be up in the 80s and muggy. That good old East Tennessee humidity's kicked in. So this is good at all the stores, not just here in Elizabeth. All Food City stores are over 120 stores in 4 states are doing this today. So, in fact, there's a buggy right there with a cube of pepper and a cube of Diet Dr. Pepper. So he's got him a good bargain. 2 of them, $5 a piece. So the point is stock up with hot weather's coming, and you can limit 2 and get yourself some good Pepsi products, and also that banana split cake. Woo, man, I'm going to check that out too. That's got my name written all over that bad boy. Limit 2. Bakery Fresh single layer banana split cake for $5.
Yeah, they're very popular, sell real well.
I like that. Then produce, the Berry Patch Mania. What's going on in the produce department?
Well, we've got a buy one get one on our raspberry, blackberry, blueberries, and the strawberries. So very good deal there.
Also, Food City this week is doing a 50-cent sale. 50 cent, and those are flying out here. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we've got our Food Club canned vegetables, 50 cents. We have our Chunk Light Tuna, 50 cents, Lux Pinto Beans, Food Club Pork and Beans, and also our Jiffy Corn Muffin Mix. We've got it 50 cents, and Food Club 8.5 ounce macaroni and cheese.
This is all over and above the regular sale paper. We got the regular sale things he's going to talk to us about as well. So we got a $5 Friday and a 50-cent sale going on, but you have the regular sale paper, and there's some dynamite specials there too. Tell me about those.
Well, I mean, we've got our rotisserie chickens for $3.99 Super Buy there. I'll pick one of those up. We've got our USDA Select New York Strip, $6.99, ground round for $3.99. Also have our top round roast, $3.99. Swaggerty sausage, $2.49. Just on and on. There's a lot of super buys in here this week. We've got buy 10 on our Powerade, buy 10, 69 cents. They rings 69 cents a piece. Super buy on that.
Oh yes. Breyer's ice cream, buy one get one free. So you've been a store manager here at Elizabethton for how long?
I've been here going on close 5 years.
Yeah. What do you feel like separates Food City from all the other grocery store chains out there?
Well, I mean, I think there's a whole lot. I think right now we've got the best prices in town. We try to offer friendly service, and we just try to take care of our customers. We try to run the old country grocery store and try to be courteous to our people.
I think your staff's what makes it too. I think every store's got some great associates. Getting ready to talk to one here in just a second, but I think the people that work inside Food City, they're always willing to bend over backwards, do whatever it takes to make you happy and make you leave the store with a good experience, and that's what it's all about.
That's correct. That's people we try to hire and promote and try to give a long-term home to.
There you go. Our buddy Les Music, the Food City store manager. So we're going to let you take a break here and let you switch out. We're going to go from the beast to the beauty. How's that?
Okay. I'll buy that.
Me and you's the beast, and that's the beauty. She's coming in there. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you so much. You're always welcome.
Yeah, I love coming
we'll
over
give you home over here anytime.
Yes, sir. Quick break.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
The deals are heating up for Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Over 300 new Chevys to choose from, all with incredible savings. $11,000 off MSRP on 16 Silverado All-Star Crew Cabs. Check out the savings online at championjc.com. 16 Silverado Crew Cab, $33,685. 16 Track, $17,460. 16 Equinox, $21,615. 16 Traverse, $27,365. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. She is here. She's our buddy Betty from the floral department here at Food City. Good afternoon, young lady. How are you?
Hi there, Tom. I'm doing good.
Yeah, she came up to me and said, I want to be on your show today when you're here. I don't get here that often because I rotate all the different stores, but I said, Betty, you're on and you can talk about the plants you got for sale out on the front porch. Tell me about it.
Well, we've got our beautiful hanging baskets. They were $10.99, and we've got them the company-wide. They've reduced them to $7.99, and they're still beautiful. Perfect compliment on your patio, on your fence. You hang up a hanging basket, and you've got decorations.
Instant color.
Instant.
So tell me some of the plants you have out. You have geraniums?
We have geraniums, all kinds of the summer flowers. Let's see, there's Gerber daisies, there's hundreds of different kinds of flowers out there. New Guinea impatiens, colorful, very spring-like.
Yep, hanging baskets.
Yeah, and we just, I think we've got like 3 or 4 more racks out there that are beautiful.
We've got a few minutes left here. We're talking live to Betty from Food City, and of course we'll box it up. And my man Charlie's here with me. I'm going to talk to Charlie here in a minute. But we are talking to Miss Betty. You got the plants. You got some manager specials out there. What are those? What's on sale?
Just the hanging baskets that's on sale. We also have some of our larger pots, the 10-inch and 12-inch pots that we've manager special reduced because we're just ending our season there. And they're $5 and $7.99. And they're beautiful. Perfect to sit out on a patio or in the home.
$5 and $7.99. So depending on what size they are, right?
Right. Yeah. And perfect for a gift for Father's Day.
Absolutely. Father's Day, great segue into the next topic. Father's Day right around the corner. What do you have in your particular department for old dad for Father's Day?
Oh, we're working up special things. We're working up beautiful candy arrangements. You know, daddies like chocolate.
Daddies like candy. You got
yes, and so we're working up beautiful candy arrangements and just plants, all that type thing, but in a masculine mode for daddy. And if your father's deceased, which like mine is, I always take mine something to the cemetery. We've got beautiful cemetery arrangements and things for that. So, I mean, try to do everything that any other retail florist would do for all occasions.
You got a lot of artificial flowers, too?
We do.
Yeah.
Everything for outside, the stone decorations, the vase arrangements, everything.
Artificial almost looks real, too, don't they?
They do look real.
Yeah.
Really do. And they last out in, our silks are really awesome.
So, teases, what kind of silks you got over there right now?
We've got the standing sprays, we've got the stone pieces, we've got all kinds of springy ones. For the Memorial Day, we had red, white, and blue. We'll be getting in more red, white, and blue for the 4th. Okay. So try to keep up. We keep up.
So before I let you go, also coming up, you got a tropical plant sale coming up. Tell me about that.
We do in the next couple of weeks. They're regularly $10.99, and we're going to have them on for $9.99. And they are absolutely beautiful. We have got lots of pallets of those coming in. Brittany ordered those. That's my department manager. And speaking of Brittany, I'd just like to say that she's doing a wonderful job as the department manager. So far, we've had a great year. And I'd just like to thank all of our customers.
There you go. I'm glad you stopped by here and talked to me. I appreciate you very much. You're a
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to come over and check out your silk flowers here in a minute.
Good
I need
deal.
some silk flowers. We'll come over and check them out. And I need some geraniums. Need some impatiens. Got all that on the front porch. So
Everything's out there that you would want.
I may lose money on this deal. So, but
That'd be great.
I appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
She's a sweetheart. So let's close this thing out. Let me hit the screen right here, and that way she can take off. Let me tell you who the guests were today. Susan Taylor joined us from Wolfstock and Bristol. Ken Stoltzfoots, I should say, from Doe River Gorge. Also, Pat Patterson joined us from Dover, Delaware, the Monster Mile. Kayla Carter joined us from Carter County Tourism, and Dave Martin joined us from WLW in Cincinnati. And, of course, Les Music, the store manager, as well as Miss Betty out of the Florida Department. So, been a full show. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours, and we will rejoin you coming up again on... We'll be with you on Monday, live from Milligan College Basketball Camp. We'll be there Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday next week, we'll be at Chick-fil-A, Crossings, North Johnson City. Next Thursday, Champion Chevrolet. And next Friday, we'll be at Food City in Colonial Heights on the Food City Friday. So have a great weekend. Be sure and get to church and worship the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, because he's worthy of it. And so we will see you. Have a great weekend and enjoy the great outdoors here and wherever you are, whether you're in any part of the country you're watching. Be sure and get outside and enjoy the wonderful outdoors. And if you're here in Northeast Tennessee, it is an awesome time of the year to be out and about, enjoying what the good Lord created for us here again in Northeast Tennessee. We will tell you, as always, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. And again, we'll also tell you, as we always close it out, win or lose, be a good sport. We'll see you Monday from Milligan College Basketball Camp, broadcasting live there. Until then, so long, everybody.